All right, let's get this party started. Good morning and welcome back to another stream with Fish and Pips. Today is September 12th. Beautiful Monday morning. Um, so we have all three indices here, right? US 30, S&P, and NASDAQ. First thing we're gonna do is mark near area liquidity that we could potentially be going to for all three. US 30 is kind of a freebie here with this high. 32 3. Right, got covered. So what I'd be expecting for US 30 essentially is for them to want to reach up into this high. Now Nasdaq and S&P, they've already broken those highs last week. Well, really the start of this. But where we could potentially be going, right, for S&P, I would like to see this low ran into. This is kind of the start of the order block here. So we'll be looking there. Good potential they come up more, but this is a good first target. And if we take 50% of this fair value gap, right, we kind of sit right at this. So Nasdaq, same thing. Be looking at this low, first potential target. To continue on. So this low is 128.12. 0.8. 12.8. Perfect. All right, now we can kind of go into the lower time frames, see what we got. We can see how prices kind of consolidated here area. I think we'll get that one final push up there. S&P, same thing. I think we can kind of reach up here, not go higher. Nasdaq, same thing. I think Nasdaq has a lot more ground to cover, so it makes the upside reward a lot better. We'll just kind of see how we're functioning here. What I do notice as of right now, right here was yesterday's high, well, last week's high. See, we opened up, filled the gap. Here's the high of the day. Took out the high of the day. Here, failed to make a new high. Broke structure. We're in a fair value gap right now, but unfortunately, it's not bond open yet. And we have the low of the day. So, if we kind of sit around here, for bond open, we'll be looking for low of the day. I'd want to see if they're either going to go ahead and make a new high, kind of stop hunt this to go lower, or just go higher. We'll just have to see how the price actions look. S&P, same thing with the break of structure. Just unfortunately, it's not time to be taking any trades right now. US 30 structure a little more. Now it's a lot more clear, right, in terms of the broken lows. But when it's something like this, kind of short ran, not as big as pushes to the downside, there's a good chance we come up for that high, especially being so close. With S&P and NASDAQ already doing so, and US 30 kind of lagging behind. I'll be expecting them to kind of reach up. You can already see, right, if we look to the right, we took out London lows here. Took out London lows, filled the fair value gap. Have broken structure here. Sad to see. We'll have to see if they hold this. Go higher. It is Monday, so we're really in no rush. There's no news today, so it should be a pretty smooth Monday morning, if they're willing to give it to us. You see, S&P did not take out London lows. S&P is the only one that did. Actually, just kind of have to sit here. We got 17 minutes, 18 minutes. Kind of let the market show its hand, and we can capitalize on whatever side they decide to go. The S&P had a nice break of structure. It's just still too early, and this is why kind of waiting for time is important, not just jumping right away when you see a setup. Just things like this can happen. So what we kind of want to wait for bond open is to see if they're gonna go kind of sweep the highs, make a new high, kind of fake out, and go lower, or if they're just gonna go higher in general, right? Because we do have this low here. Recapitalize it. Anybody's just joining, that is this low. Get the daily. Nasdaq did just come off of this gap. Came off pretty nicely. We'll just have to see. I'm pretty certain that they're gonna kind of make a run above these highs for bond open. Feel free to drop in the comments, guys. Let me know what you've been looking at on the charts today, what you think about indices. If there's anything in specific you'd like me to look at, any pair, I'm more than willing to do so. Let's see here. Now there was no gap on US 30 like there was NASDAQ, except for when you get down to the 15-minute. Right, that's here. But either way, you could tell. Here's London lows, took out London lows. Here's London lows on S&P, failed to take those out, and NASDAQ. Got 11 more minutes till bond open. Again, there's no news today. We do have a pretty heavy news week, but they should be pretty smooth. Given price action is good and market structure is good. All right. $10 minutes. So bond open. Gonna have to find a emote put on the stream here that kind of does a bond open countdown, like a bell ringing simulation happens. I feel like it would add more to the cause here. All right, we're back here. Now, if we break this structure here on US 30, that's fine. I kind of expect that, right? Because I do want this high taken out. right? This is the only indice that hasn't taken out the high and kind of reach into this gap. So I guess in terms of like a trade that makes the most sense, it's US 30. Because we have some identifiable liquidity here to be if they don't run it by bond open. Brandon, good morning, bro. Welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you getting on and showing love every day, man. Appreciate it. Right? It's about 5 minutes. 5 minutes till bond open. Sebastian. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is the start of a 100K challenge right here. I get down and dirty. We're not gonna rush anything. We're gonna kind of let price talk to us like we have all throughout the duration of these streams and kind of see what goes on. Still risking 1% as always and 1% only. 0.5% on low conviction plays, full 1% on plays that we think we can really maximize on. So US 30 right now looks good. Right, we got our gap here left open. So what I would kind of be looking for in this situation for bond open, right? If we do leave this open and kind of not open and not close it by bond open, right? We'd have our stop loss at the low here and our TP well above where we have this area liquidity, right? So yeah, let's get this out the way. This is what we're aiming for. So we can leave this area kind of open before bond open. We're in good hands. See S&P kind of rallying back above this structure here. I do think we're definitely going higher. Right, for S&P, like I said, we're aiming for this low. It could go higher, but this is just a spot we'd be looking at. I'm going to favor US 30. Favor US 30 being that we do have our setup presented to us here. Gotta let it happen. We got 2 more minutes. Again, guys, drop in the chat. Let me know what you guys are trading, what you're looking at, what you would like me to look at and give a 2 cents on. Don't mind. But we'll do that shortly after, in a minute here. Kind of see what goes on. Got 40 seconds till bond open. Yeah, S&P is very choppy. I'm going to stay off that. NASDAQ super sideways. Good chance they run up into this gap, but still not a fan of the way that's looking. US 30 is looking kind of the best here. All right, so bond open. You can see they missed the gap by a hair. And they're running up. Below. All right, some reason the magic keys is not working here. It's only allow me to risk 0.5%. Not quite sure why. Sorry about this, guys. I can see why now. We had our parameters max lot use. So there we go. Now we can risk a full 1%. Yeah, super spotty on S&P and NASDAQ. Here's that level we're looking at to get in on, but failed to get in there. Still got a chance though. Yeah, S&P's going for this low. NASDAQ, same thing here. Lot of ground to cover. Now we could take something in this gap long, but look at BTC and Solana. I got you, bro. Give me a second. You know what I'm saying? We got this gap. It's something we probably could have got in on, but stop loss at the lows. That's kind of a big stop loss here. The reward's great, but I've spoken on this plenty of times with these large gaps followed by a large range behind, right under it or above it, kind of leaves you for potential of sitting through that drawdown. So let's see here. WRTP. S&P kind of breaking down. Gap looks good though. We're gonna go 0.5%. Didn't get in there, thank goodness. Trying to see what it wants to do. Yeah, with how S&P and NASDAQ are looking, We're going to kind of see how this candle closes on US 30. Now, this is where my stop loss would have been, so we'll wait. If they run up, oh well, we missed it. That's fine. It's only Monday, no stress. Ooh, that spread got me. So they came back to revisit that gap, ideally where I wanted to get in, kind of jumped. Here's our TP at this high. See what they want to do. One to one, close to 1-to-1. So where our TP set that get us a 1-to-5. Look at S&P. Yeah, NASDAQ rallying back up. One to two. A little inclined to take a partial when we get up to here, like 1-to-3. Only because this is the high of the day. What happened? Not too happy with the entry. Kind of late and jumpy. Yeah, Nasdaq is gone. Take a partial. Secure something there. Took a partial at 1 to 3. We'll let the rest go. We'll move our stop loss. A half. Guys, we took a partial at 1 to 3. Stop loss a half. Us blowing past this fair value gap here makes me I'm sitting comfortable. I'd like to see if they can that 1 to 5. Nasdaq kind of retracing. S&P still pushing. Like I said, I want to see this high here get taken out. At this point, we'll move our stop break even so it's completely covered. See if we can get that push. All right, 1 to 4. Take profit. Nice good push up there to TP. We'll call it a day on a beautiful Monday. Approaching 1 to 5 and our TP sitting there. Boom. TP hit, guys. 1 to 5 trade. Now that was kind of a late entry, right? Here's our entry. Reason why I was kind of hesitant and waited, right? Here's our fair value gap. Here's that fair value gap we were looking at. And what happened was, right? Bond open came. We went through it. What I want you guys to notice though, and this doesn't invalidate any type of fair value gap, is how it closes, how price action respects the fair value gap, right? So here's that fair value gap. Price comes down. Okay, we wait, right? I don't want to enter as this candle is running away, because if the candle's not closed yet, it's kind of open to do whatever it wants to do. All right, it closes above the gap. Next candle comes back in. That's where I ideally wanted to get in there as the candle was coming back into the gap. Price jumped. Okay, got in the trade. That's fine. But just because price overran the gap, right, it's not invalidated unless it closes. If it wicks, you're perfectly fine. That's still a good validated gap to get into. So a bit of a late entry, but still good 1 to 5 trade. Did exactly what we were looking for. Good rejection already off this high, so we got out at a good time. Listen, there's a good chance. There's a good chance, very good chance, we go higher, right? Being that the daily has set the low, and we come back, we come up to here, kind of what we're looking at for S&P Nasdaq. But this was our game plan, and this is what we took, right? S&P, you can see this area, right? This kind of like what we call order block. Well, I see as order block. But for layman terms, I'm gonna call it resistance. That's where we're headed, right? It's just price action was way too spotty on S&P. Nasdaq pretty bunched up, but same thing. So if we look at all of them, right? Here's those order blocks or resistance that we're looking at. US 30 just made a little more sense because we still had a high to attack, and we've. But real quick, Sebastian, we're going to take a look at BTC here. Now, BTC, they're actually going crazy. Taking out these lows, so it makes sense why they're going up. I want to see how they're going to do in this range, right? 23.85 is where I kind of want to see consolidation. I think they're going to probably consolidate up in here. If not, good chance we reach up to 25. Why do I say 25? Well, here's that low of the month. I'll go up to the monthly and show you guys. You can see this rally they had from June 17th to August 15th, right? So approximately 2 months, right, of bullishness. I expect them to at least come to this monthly low, and they left that open, right? So how I look at that is, okay, we have like open orders pretty much waiting here that have to get tagged, right? If we look at this, right, left to right, we're kind of sideways. I can put a box around this whole range. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do kind of rally their way up to 25.3, and from there we either go higher, or I think we come down and sweep all these sell stops here, right? All these buyers here. Look at the month to kind of give you guys a view what I was looking at. right? So there's that monthly low. This is literally 2 months of consolidation, right? There's no movement. Kind of stayed in this range. So I'm expecting to come up to 20, 25.3, 25.2, around that area, and kind of sweep this out. Reason being, why I want them to sweep that out, right? Here's this low. You guys are focused on this one from December 1st, 2020, right? Here's that low. You got a fair value gap, which I do want to see. I've been telling everybody, I want to see 14K BTC. So here's that low. Look how close they get to it. We'll drop down to a smaller time frame just to show you guys. I mean, like, they touch it by a hair and then run. So that tells me a lot, right? Kind of why I've been hands off on BTC. Aside from them not really giving too much of a setup, but I want to see 25.3 and then just a wipeout. Just a really nice. Solana. Yeah, Solana is Solana. Kind of crazy to see where Solana is compared to where it was when I was looking at it, like in the beginning. It's just, I want to say this is probably one of the first coins that I've actually seen at its most highest and its lowest. BTC, not really a fan of what it's looking like and where it could potentially go. Obviously higher, right? We got a lot of range to fill in. I'd be looking at 39,150 as like a, if I'm gonna scalp this for a quick play, 39,150 would take profit. And then yeah, got plenty of upside potential. Like 48.3. Will BTC go back below 21K and then run? What time frame do you want me to? Right, so here's 21. Will BTC go back below 20? I think if we were to go below 21, right? We're coming down. We're coming down to 19, where we're coming back to fill this ring. I don't think they're gonna go back below 21 anytime soon. Right? I think in near terms, what we should be looking at is, okay, we broken structure here. We filled a fair value gap here. Now we're rallying higher, right? So then I would go to the smaller time frames, kind of what's going on. Okay. Build another fair value gap. There. I'm gonna be honest, I don't quite like the price action I see right now. What I would want to see is, are they gonna take out these highs? 22.5. Come back down here. But I think if we kind of come back below 22, I would short it. I would short it to 20. Just price action right now, not too favorable. From what I know, I'm pretty sure BTC moves best at around 5 p.m. 5, 6 p.m. at that like kind of Asia market. But yeah, kind of sideways upwards movement. I'd want to see either another expansion to capitalize on, but right now they look like they're kind of sideways. US 30. See, they're still going higher. Did we miss out on more money? Yeah, but it doesn't matter, right? We had a game plan. We took our game plan out. It's a good chance they come up here. So we'll mark this for tomorrow when we revisit it. So here, 32,771. Look at NASDAQ. This was nice on NASDAQ. This rally up to break structure, and then this fair value gap fill. You would have had to sit through a couple minutes of sideways movement, but nice little push up. Let's look at news for tomorrow. So tomorrow we have inflation at 8:30. 8:30 is gonna be pretty heavy. We're still gonna wait till 9:30. See what happens. Then we got some medium impact news. Shouldn't matter too much, especially after inflation rates come out. They're saying inflation is going to be lower, which is kind of expected. Kind of expected, being that, you know, we've had some high interest rates. So, and that's the point of high interest rates, kind of counteract inflation. So, and Wednesday we got more news at 8:30 and 10:30. Should be a pretty rest of the week. Jobless claims on Thursday. 8:30, pretty heavy. Again, and Friday, 10 o'clock. But that's going to be it for me, guys. I appreciate everybody getting on and joining the stream today. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Peace.